evening and welcome to, well, Monday night. It's Monday night. Now, why am I streaming on Monday night? Because I don't have a video for tomorrow and I've just seen The Last Jedi and I want to try building some spaceships from it. That's really what it is. Well, maybe not spaceships, but flying sort of things. Why am I wanting to do this? I just want to just check. Do I have some crew available? I do not. I need to go to the astronaut complex. Let's get some pilots on board, because we all know that the pilots are the ones that really make the game. So yes, hello to Anthony Caldwell and Beetlejuice, 16, yeah. Alkali and Pushing Robot. Okay, yes, new saves. So, I think the spaceship that I most want to do isn't actually a spaceship. It's those little ski speeder things, because it's asymmetric and will probably result in lots of crashes and explosions, and we all know that crashes and explosions are what basically makes for an entertaining live stream. So I think I'm going to start. I'm going to build it around one of these Goliaths. So what it is, the red dust thing that you've seen in the trailer, so this technically isn't a spoiler, but it is a flying thing, and it has like a big engine in the middle with a tail structure, which is kind of circular, so I'm going to try building that first. So we need the long I-beam. Aye. Oh, that is not looking correct. Let's try and get this straight again. That's more like it. Okay, so now we need to build like a... So I'm just thinking, wait a second, would this work? There's no like circular intake. Probably isn't going to work because they're not holes. What it needs is like a hoop-like structure, right? A Star Wars speeder bike. It's exactly that. It is a Star Wars speeder bike with a sidecar. And I think the way I'm going to have to do this is using cubic octagonal struts, which are like the Kerbal equivalent of inanimate carbon rods. They've saved so many missions. If it were not for the cubic octagonal struts, the space program would be at a loss, at an impasse. So I'm going to try just knocking these around one notch at a time. And when I say one notch, I'm not referring to Minecraft Creator, obviously, because, you know, he is not curved like this. I think this is going to work. I think this might just work. It's just too short right now, so I need to add some more of these things. I don't know, we'll do it until we end up bringing them back around. What's my opinion? Oh, pardon me. My opinion on the Pentagon UFO thing is, yeah, I'll just wait for some actual data that's actually interesting. I'm more concerned about the oh hey, it's Harry Reid's best friend, you know, Bigelow dude. Like, I'm not sure what qualifies him, but you know, whatever. Would like to have known, because then I could have actually done something, but I wouldn't imagine that there's anything specifically to this that isn't already known. That looks pretty good, huh? So that's like the tail structure, because I see in a lot of the designs there's multiple tail type things in it, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, but I think we're gonna take elevons like this. Okay, I guess it's gonna be like that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that and then kind of slide, make a T across thing like this. Okay, this one's gonna have to go vertical on its own. Why can I not figure that out? There we go. That one. So yeah, anyway, saw The Last Jedi, quite enjoyed it, and what more is to say? Yeah, I'm not going to give you any spoilers, but yeah, glad they did things the way they did. There were plenty of hoots and hollers and cheers from the audience who definitely enjoyed it. This is, of course, Oakland, where, you know, the white supremacists that are all freaking out about, you know, people being in there that aren't white men. Yeah, they're not in big supply. It's because we're all like smart, basically. Yeah, people, Galileo Conquest is more sleeping rather than dead. I think characterizing it as dead would be premature. It's just, you know, it's just been quite hard to, you know, why am I not doing this? Why am I not, like, doubling these things up? I'm an idiot. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to try and avoid spoilers because, you know what, there's a couple of moments there I'd be like, well, I'm glad I never caught any spoilers because that would have ruined the situation. I think that is looking pretty good. We should probably put some struts in there though, right? Which are the other inanimate carbon rods, but they don't have the same poetry of inanimate carbon rod. You know, inanimate carbon rod is a rather poetic thing. In your opinion, was The Last Jedi more original than The Force Awakens? Yes, it was. Absolutely. It absolutely, undeniably was. What? And my wife, Amy, is shouting down saying, I agree, it was better than Force Awakens. Yes. So, there, you've got that even from a non-Star Wars fan who grudgingly came along because I forced everyone to. What is the hell is an inanimate carbon rod? Anthony Caldwell, you clearly do not know your Simpsons history. You are... I am ashamed. You need to know your Simpsons. That's all I can say. It's actually one of the episodes which is highly relevant to my channel. Right? That's all I can say. What about the criticisms about being a rehash of the original trilogy? Well, you know, I'm going to say that it certainly borrows a few beats here and there. Okay, so we're going to need some fuel in this, obviously. And actually, I'm not sure where I can actually fit fuel in. But you know what? These things probably have some quite large tanks. So I'm wondering... what kind of tank should I put in here? We have this liquid fuel fuselage. Yeah, let's do that. And then roll these inwards, because I think... Yeah, that's going to make it look squarer. So I can do that. And then, for aerodynamics reasons, I'm probably going to stick, like... Oh, that's interesting. Did not expect that. You just saw a photo of someone landing on Jewel. How is this possible? It's magic, I tell you. Either that or the Kraken. Probably a bit of both. That is not the same as the things that I'm seeing, but I'm going to go with it. I'm just going to move this backwards, slide these backwards. And you know what? I think what I see is like vertical slicing across the front of it. So I guess one way to do that would be with struts. Let's see if I can do like a grill across the front. Okay, try that again. It's not clicking, it's not clicking. Oh, man. It hates me again. How about more of these? Oh, actually, yeah, maybe that's the way to do it. Yeah, I'll just do that. That'll make it look the part. Because what I see is like a vertical grill. So if I grab that, and then that might look more the part. It's supposed to be a speeder, like in the movie. So I should probably add a lot more aerodynamic things, and I'm gonna need to add some fuel here. So yeah, obviously there's one really cool lightsaber fight that is like, you know, had everyone really in the audience totally behind it. There is lots of, you know, Luke deciding that, you know, the history of the Jedi is not as it was presented in truth. Oh wait, I need two of these wings here. And then what we're going to do is rotate these downwards. Because it has to kind of drop down. I think that'll be about right there. So I'm building a spoiler instead of a... You're building a spoiler. No, this is in the trailer. So this is not a spoiler, unless you're one of those people that totally didn't even watch the trailer. In which case, you should probably not be watching this, because really you don't want to be finding out about the movie. And I've actually selected... Oh, that might work. I can make these things thinner as I go outwards. Okay. Yeah, let's actually do that. Select this. There should be 2 of these, and then we'll rotate it into the horizontal position. Like that. Okay. Did you get the new Titan 5? What's the new Titan 5? What is a Titan 5? Is that a new graphics card? Because you know that I'm not one of these people that like gets the latest graphics card, because I'm a cheapskate. I wait for graphics cards to become affordable because I'm a sensible individual. I mean, not that I'm saying that people that buy graphics cards that are brand new and spend lots of money aren't. I'm just frugal. I'm just naturally frugal. Okay, I think that the official name is a ski speeder, and we all know that deploying the ski is gonna be dangerous. Dangerous in all sorts of entertaining and explosive ways. There we go. I'm gonna put like little control surfaces on here, even though there will be no, even though they don't have those in the movie. I'm liking the look of this so far. I'm just wondering, do I need another? I think I probably need another wing connector sequence. Just, oh no, that's as much as I can go. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna just take that and then. So here's the hard part. I need to figure out how to attach the cockpit. So the Mark 1 inline cockpit is the obvious choice, but you can't side attach it, right? Have I made anything interesting with KRPC? Not at this time, but I will continue to do some... I mean, honestly, flying rockets through programming is surprisingly annoying if you are a programmer that's good at Kerbal Space Program, because you're like, this would be so much easier if I just let my brain fly it rather than let the computer do it. You know what? Let's actually do this. Let's start with a Mark 0 liquid fuel fuselage here, because I think we're going to need extra thrust on the side here, right? So, yeah, what? Yeah, I have an idea. Okay, give me a second here. Oh, actually, sorry, my ideas are changing from 1 second to the next. It is very, very frustrating. Where's the wings stuff? I keep... Yeah, let's do this. Oh, wow. Engine pre-cooler. Okay, that might need a bit of tweaking here. That actually looks the part, now I think about it. Because there is like an extra cowling kind of thing there. Okay, so I'm going to grab this and slide it into location very gently. And the only thing is, I think this section is just going to look too long, so I'm going to have to use some part clipping here. I mean, I guess what I could do is just stick this in, right, like that. No, that's really... It doesn't need that pointy nose. I'm going to do this, and then we're going to slide it in part clipping style. Yeah, that's totally convincing. Let's just smooth it down a bit. I'm wondering if that air intake is actually going to work. So the Titan 5 is made to mine Bitcoin. Well, in that case, it will be getting charged at a premium right now, because the Bitcoin market will be setting the value. So I'm not that interested in it. We got some liquid fuel in here, so I should probably put an engine on it. Rapier Panther. Again, might use some part clipping here. So I don't think this section has an engine in the movie, but I think I want to put an engine on it here just for, you know, efficiency's sake. Because otherwise we're going to have an asymmetric thrust issue. So I just actually look to see where the center of mass, the center of thrust is there, and the center of mass, oh, well, actually we've got them pretty well lined up here. How is a GPU made for CPU Bitcoin? No, most Bitcoin mining goes on GPUs because GPUs are very good at highly parallelized operations. Okay, so I need like a square thing here. Okay, you know what I might do actually? You know what I might just do here is create a square control thing at the front, right? So we need to grab some more wings. Let's just take a look at this. That's too long. Okay, need maybe a shorter one. How does this... No, these are all too long. How about this one? It's funny how I never managed to push the right combination of buttons first time. Yeah, so I'm going to square off this intake at the front, right? Okay. And then two of these on the side. Okay, well, that might not be perfect. I'm going to disable all the pitch, roll, and yaw on these things just to make sure that they don't do anything other than provide lift. Although, you know what's going to happen with all these wings at the front? We're almost certainly going to be nose heavy, so need to figure that out a bit. You know what I'm going to do is add some control surfaces here as well. Obviously we don't have anti-gravity, so we have to kind of cheat. So I'm going to put wheels on it that are not in the actual thing. Like it. I like it so far. Okay, so we need, on the other side we have like a gun pod. I'm taking these things off because I think aerodynamic, yeah, you know, center of aerodynamic drag. This is going to be awful. I'm going to get rid of these temporarily. Maybe what I should do actually is like oh, I could actually attach extra wings under it. Yeah, so that'll actually help in terms of lift, so we'll be able to offset it. And we've kind of got the thrust centered, so now we just need to add some square boxy type things. And for square boxy type things, I usually find, oh, that's interesting. I usually find that the experimental storage unit is a good start. You know, let's do that. We'll roll these into the wing once we've got it figured out. And then, so we need a gun kind of thing sticking out the front of this. Ooh, ooh, I am liking that. Yes, this could look like a gun. Hold on, just grab it. Obviously, this is cosmetic, and we don't need to have two of them, so I should disable. Symmetry. Seabass is now holding. Do you know you can guess a character on Akinator? That's. Do you know you can? Oh, I can be a guess character on Akinator. Yeah, you know, funny thing is, my kids told me that, which is kind of amusing. Oh, you know what? Actually, what I need to do is take these and slide them downwards. And then we need to make them longer. I wonder if I can attach... No, I can't attach these to there. I don't know, that seems like a good start right now. Am I Satoshi Nakamoto? Not that I am aware of. I'm just gonna put that out there. Satoshi, not me. But, really, would I say that? If I was really Satoshi Nakamoto, would I tell you that? Of course I wouldn't. Okay, so... time to put out the landing gear. So put some wheels there, and then I'll stick a wheel on the back. Okay. Looks like something from EVE Online. It's like something from Star Wars, which, of course, everyone that's seen the movie should recognize. Almost there. It looks like a pod racer, right? I think it's definitely struck from the same lineage. And the center of mass technically is inside here, so maybe I'll just put one wheel on just in case. Although I think what'll happen is if that wheel touches the ground... Oh wait, there's two of them here. I only need one wheel. So I need to lift that wheel up inside the thing, right? Okay. Let's save that and let's try flying this awful, scary thing. Warning, no control! Okay, I guess I need to have some control here. So far, I've avoided the trap or the temptation to put on tons of reaction control systems. Why was there red dust? Because it was a white layer over a red crystal layer. Nice! Okay, well, so much for that. Let's just fire the engine anyway, just to see what happens. Yep, that was about what I expected to have happen. Okay, so let's revert to the spaceplane hangar and see if we can put this down. I guess part of the problem is the front is too high up and it puts it down horizontally, so let's grab these things and move them down. And that means grabbing this and putting it down. Save and launch. It's pretty low. Well, that's the thing, right? I looked at the TIE silencer, which is in the movie. Okay, you know what? Let's just cheat for the moment and do indestructible yeah, where is it? No crash damage and unbreakable joints. Revert to launch, because I want to at least see if I can make it fly first, right? Yes, we got to get those explosions in. There's a quota that's required. If you're gonna have explosions, you have to have at least this many. Okay. I think we can see where the center of mass in this thing is. Could always try a girder segment instead of wheels. That is true. In fact, that might be more appropriate. Okay. Let's see if I can get it straight. Okay. Oh, Nelly! Okay. I'm just gonna point out, this would not happen normally. Okay, I think, oh, we're about to destroy this. This is exactly what happens in Star Wars, I'm just gonna point out. Yeah, so this is technically a spoiler. Things explode. And these things prove to be pretty unflyable. Okay, let's try taking off again. Oh. Oh, look! Look, look, look! We got an airborne! Excellent! Excellent! I think I'm gonna reduce the thrust just a touch, because I'm almost going super in fact, yeah, okay. This is just basically a movie with less dialogue, right? The rolling is all about turning towards the dark side. Yeah, so here's the thing. If I try to turn up, then the mass on this side is so heavy that it forces me not to. So I need to figure out how to make... I don't know. Flies about as well as Finn did pre-ski. Hey, that's a spoiler, technically. I was hoping to be try skimming along like one of those speeders, but clearly that's not going to happen. Okay. Right, well anyway, let's revert back to the spaceplane hangar. Yeah, that might work. Have an ore can on the other wing and just ditch this engine here. That's one idea. Because I was thinking that we'd need parallel thrust. I think matching the wings and everything is just going to cause trouble. So let's do that for now. Let's ditch these. And then let's try to get rid of the fuel here. And then let's put something heavy on the other wing. Let's get rid of this brow here. So, center of mass is there. So, the problem is the drag will probably not be the same then. 8 ore can. Where's the small ore can? Small holding tank? That might just fit in there. Where's the radial holding tank? Yes. That's a good option. So now let's try loading this up with sweet, sweet, sweet ore. Look at that. That is closer to being usable. I'm going to add a little cone on the back here. Or something. I don't know what I can put on the back here. I guess just like a little adapter. That's a start. Removing the RCS fuel from the pod is also a good idea. That is actually pretty close. You know what? Let's get rid of this thing as well. Okay, thank you, chat, for your great. Thanks for all your advice. I think we're getting closer to this. I kind of like the way this is bouncing around, as in. Okay, let's see if we can get it airborne. Ready and pitch. Okay, so we have issues with the flaps deploying in different directions. Let's try deploying. No, deploy direction downwards. Ah, there we go. Oh, look at that! Look at that! We're just gonna slow down a bit. Oh, this flies a whole lot better. So we just needed to have these flaps deployed, I think. Okay, I think we could totally start attaching the ski part now and try to skim along, touching the ground. Oh, oops. Okay. Oh yes. Hey, look, I'm flying again for a second. Let's see if I can get this thing airborne. Come on, get airborne. Oh, 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 breaking physics, breaking physics. Yeah, this is not working like that. I think the undercarriage is not really up for the task. Don't you love the no damage, no unbreakable joints thing? Wonder what happens when we hit the water. Oh, can we go underwater in this thing? Look, we're actually skiing along. We actually are like an authentic ski skier. Nope, we're not going in the water. This, of course, would normally explode, but I am cheating. That's really what's going on here. Okay, let's revert flight to the spaceplane hangar. So we're getting close. We are definitely getting close. This thing is like almost usable, except that it's not. But I think it's there. Maybe if I could just attach wings. I'm just going to attach like landing gear to this front section. The only problem is the landing gear isn't going to be perfectly aligned. So you know what I'm also going to do is I am going to grab this. Actually, maybe I should grab this and rotate it. Oh no. Grab it and rotate it so it looks more straight forwards, right? Maybe just one notch backwards. It'd be really nice if there was a tool to help make sure landing gear was aligned. Okay, and I'm gonna take these and just make them permanently deployed and disable the yaw, pitch, and roll, because I think we need that to lift the front up off the runway. In fact, I could probably do the same here. Right, so that'll just keep the nose up all the time. We should probably put some aerodynamics in here too, right? Aerodynamics. Oh, we need 2 of those. Yeah, I don't know what you need. Yeah, an orthographic view would actually be useful for that particular thing. You know what it also needs, I think, is air brakes. Not that I saw those in the design, but I think it would be cool to have air brakes. So yeah, landing gear. Small landing gear, let's start with that. That's actually too small. Let's do medium landing gear. And that's way too big. I'm going to slide that backwards just a touch. And slide it to... Of course, having the landing gear so far separated is probably going to make this thing impossible to fly. But I'm just messing around for now. Also, I realize that we need some weapons on this thing here. So I'm going to take this pod and put some guns on it using these engines. There we go. Like that. And then what we do is we grab these and rotate them so they're directly forwards. And then we'll slide them so that they stick out the nose. So they actually look like there's guns sticking on this. There! Doesn't that look appropriate? Totally. Now it looks like we get guns on there as well. Obviously we have to make sure we don't accidentally fire them. Because they won't actually work, will they? I guess we have roll control there. Let's try this. I hear NASA and SpaceX wouldn't attempt what I'm doing. Yes. I think that that would be wise of them. So the danger is if these things aren't perfectly aligned, then the thing will tend to rotate on the runway. Yes, okay, we are airborne. Nice! Just a little bit of a roll there. Let's roll down to like 50% thrust. I like the fact that the engine runs through this thing. Oh wow, okay, this really turns hard. I think I need to have these enabled roll control. Okay, there we go. Got it back. And we can just imagine that that's one of the walkers, right? The giant terrain walker thingies. Definitely, now that I've got more weight on this side, I think I might need to take those guns off. Can you fly it in cockpit view? Sure, I can fly it in cockpit view. You can look over there and see that. Look at that, you see? Totally like Finn or Poe, and what's the other one? Rose? I forget her name. And maybe I'm misunderstanding. Stage now. I don't think... Yeah, it's not working because they're liquid fueled and they're rocket engines basically. Okay, let's try taking it down low because of course these are supposed to be skimmers, right? You know what I should use is actually a landing leg and just have it deploy. Oh! Again, this scene, not in the movie. Okay, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the same mass on the other side. So I'm just going to take these and stick these on as well. So they kind of, I don't know, they look the part or something, right? So we'll have more weapons. These are supposed to be guns. Yeah, let's actually do that. Hold on. Let me, if I can grab these. So these are purely here for aesthetic reasons, right? There, look at that. Right down there. I know what I'm doing here. I'm telling you, the designers on Star Wars, if they ever need to design realistic vehicles, they know who to come to. Okay, that is wrong. Okay. That is not lined up correctly. It's still not lined up correctly because I'm a numpty. Of course, these things were supposed to be a bit old and rickety, rather than cool and new. They were the old busted stuff, and the new hotness was obviously Poe's X-Wing with the extra booster engine. I'm gonna slide it all the way forward. Oh yeah, it's having fun there. Okay. I think that's working. For accuracy, don't forget the extended are the tail fins extended at the top? I didn't catch those. I'm going to take a quick look at a picture. Oh yeah, there are extended vertical tail fins. You are correct. And there's actually more guns on the front there. Okay, well, let's put some extended vertical... Hold on. Okay, so they extend outwards. How do you do that? The big S elevon? Maybe I should do that instead. Let's get rid of these elevons here and replace them with the big S one, because these are... Oh, wait, no. That sort of works. But actually, they're supposed to be really long. Yeah, that's... Alternatively, I mean, if we just want to have them look the part... You would do... Wait a second, take that. And then slide it along. The only thing is, once you put anything near the stream of thrust, then it might... Yeah, it might actually, you know, explode. So I can do that and then add... I'm going to just disable the yaw pitch roll and all that stuff here, right? That's going to look the part. Okay, so let's grab this and duplicate one down the bottom, which is going to be a whole lot harder because... Yeah, that's that. Okay, now grab, move, slide it down. I think that's going to look the part, but we still need to have now a vertical... actual vertical, you know, control surface somewhere, because otherwise we won't have any rudder control. So let's try doing two of these. Why doesn't Alt want to duplicate? Thank you. Okay. That's what I'm gonna do. What is the most wacky spaceship you've ever seen? In Star Wars? Or in general? I mean, you know, a lot of the iconic spacecraft from Star Wars are just kind of ridiculous. But... wait, why are these reversed now? What the heck? Why did these things suddenly get reversed? I am really confused. Why did that happen? Save. Maybe I copied something and reversed something or whatever. These I'm definitely going to keep roll authority on just in case. And I think I'll actually do that. What I'm going to do is attach a little pair of... Well, I can't do that. Attach wings on... Damn it. Just want to stick one of these on here. Okay, now I've got to put one on here. If you read on the Type 10 Defender, am I going to upload some gameplay off the Type 10 Defender? Yes, I will. I mean, I posted on Twitter, I commented that the description says that it is faster and more maneuverable than the Lakon Type 9. To which I said, that's like saying that somebody is taller and more handsome than Tyrion Lannister. So, I'm definitely looking for it when it happens. I hope you enjoyed my Elite video, because I certainly enjoyed it. Okay, so we're going to use this for yaw only, and these are going to be used only for pitch. I think that's looking cool again. What do you think? Let's save this and launch it one more. This looks like a kite. We need more boosters. The Elvons change direction when the center of lift shifts. That's right. That is absolutely right. Because it's more the center of mass is probably shifted because I've moved stuff forwards. Well, let's try it. I'm hoping it's going to be more stable in the lengthwise direction. Okay, now I'm just going to run. Oh, wrong thing here. Oh, look at that! It takes off beautifully. So now I need to like skim along the surface. So let's just try skimming. Okay, so we're kind of doing fine. Now let's try doing a very gentle turn. Actually, let's try yawing. Ah, that's not so bad. Basically, look, the whole of Star Wars is inspired by World War II, right? This little spaceships flying around, they're all about World War II aircraft. In fact, George Lucas used a lot of gun camera footage when he was like editing the film together before the special effects were there. There's supposedly a famous moment where he, you know, showed his early rough cut of the movie, of the original Star Wars, to all his friends, you know, like Francis Ford Coppola and a guy called Steven Spielberg, and they all thought it was rubbish except for Steven Spielberg, who was like, I totally get this. Okay, look at us skimming here. Right, so now what I need is a thing that hangs down, a ski, right? This is, and it just needs like a big plume of red stuff following it, right? Oh. Oh, oh, we hit the... I forgot those hills were there. And it needs a better way to get into the air, because this is not really good. Okay. How are we doing? Are we enjoying this yet? Do we think this is possible? So I guess I could just hang like an I-beam from the bottom. That might be one option. But it'd be nice. I'm gonna see if I can deploy one of these. What do we call them? We could. Oh, I could deploy a ladder. Oh, that would look the part. Hold on. That might be what we need to do here, right? So hold on. You know what? I'm gonna deploy it first. I'm gonna attach it. And then deploy it, extend it. Okay, there we go. So now just rotate this. Rotate it, I said. I said we're gonna rotate it. So they don't look like the ski that's used in the thing. Okay, now I just need a way to get this thing airborne. The problem is, having a tail dragger means that it can't pitch up easily. You know, it gets off the runway just fine. The stream has been up for 44 minutes in total. I know, I'm not... this does look like one of those cool asymmetrical Eve ships. So technically this does not... Actually, the ski looks like a dangerous idea, but you know what? It's all about visual effects, right? It looks kind of cool on the screen. So now we just need to drag along the ground. There, look at that. So look, I could be my ski speeder. I'm skiing along the runway, or at least I will be. I wonder how fast this thing goes in a straight line. Actually, let's try turning it hard. It still has a tendency to roll hard as I pull up. That's the only thing. It's all about the rule of cool. Star Wars has always been about the rule of cool. Okay, so I wonder how fast I can go in a straight line in this thing. Place your bets! Right, all it takes is the bottom of the ski snagging on a rock and that thruster will generate a lot of torque. Torque is cheap. I think the problem is when I pull up, it's not roll authority I'm worried about. 430! Oh, haven't done full throttle. I think we're actually going to struggle getting through the sound barrier because of all the crap that I've got attached to it. Yeah, I think we're barely going to get to 300. I mean, I can definitely go higher. Let's pick up some altitude. Let's try flying through the mountains, pod racer style. The bombers were the favorite part of the movie. Really? I mean, I guess. My thrust is 100%. I'm generating 180... Oh, I'm actually generating less thrust now that I'm at 3 kilometers altitude. This is a ski speeder. It's supposed to be skiing along the ground, but obviously that is suicidally dangerous, so instead I'm doing this. You know, actually, if I want speed, now I think about it, I could turn off the deploy on these, and that will totally reduce the drag. I'll be able to go a lot faster. See? I wonder if I retract this, whether it'll affect my speed. There, that's more like it. Bombers in space. If only that were true in the X-Wing miniatures game. Bombers are just like ruling the meta. Go to South Pole, please. Not sure that's going to happen right now. You think I should just cheat my way to the South Pole? I can definitely do that through save game editing. If you let me do that, properties, local files, browse local files. Okay, so I've got my list of files up. Yeah, I think I'm stuck at this speed, so let's actually go a little higher and then we'll dive and see if I can go faster. 300 is about as fast as we're getting, yeah. But just wait. We're gonna go down and we're gonna pick up speed. We all know that gravity is such a good friend of high speeds. Why bother with Death Stars when they can light-speed cruisers into planets/ships? Oops! Sorry, spoiler! I mean, that does, you know, kinda ruin a big part of the mythos, I'm just gonna say. The extended universe, the Galaxy Gun, didn't that appear in Dark Empire? Right? That was the Dark Horse series that happened, you know, when they got the license for Star Wars, that's what happened. It's such a shame because I think Dark Horse were doing a great job on the extended universe Star Wars stuff. And, you know, Marvel obviously got it because Disney owns Marvel. Oh. This is pretty cool, even although I'm not flying it the way that the Red intended it. It's just always fun to try following the terrain. Yes! Oh, oh, okay. Now we lost it. But we got it back! Thanks to the the cheats. Thanks to the cheats, they're making things so much easier. The cheats are not dead. The cheats are not dead. Just getting down below the treetops to make it look like I'm skimming low. So I feel like a proper pilot here. I'll get the... It's really responsive, you know? I could almost fly this if I had decent controls. Okay. Right, let's revert to spaceplane hangar. And again, we've pretty much got this working, right? I'm gonna launch it and I'm gonna cheat it to the North Pole, right? Symmetric craft are for lazy designers. There's something definitely cool about asymmetric craft. Okay, just gotta go to saves and shoot, I don't even remember what part this is. I think this is just blah. Yes, it is. Edit with notepad. No, we don't need to download this update just right now. So I gotta find the vessel in here. What did we call it? Ski speeder? Oh, skipper, great. So what I'm doing right now, you can't see, but I am editing the save file here. And what I'm gonna do is change the landed coordinates. Latitude should be like 90 degrees or 89. 80, I'll just make it 80. So save that, and now if I reload the save, in theory we should be up near the North Pole. Uh-oh. Yeah, look. Although that is a really white pole. And there's no shadow, of which I'm kind of concerned. The lack of shadow is frustrating. Let's try turning towards the sun. Oh. Might have to go a little further south. So I don't even know when I'm going to get off the surface. Oh, I guess that's off the surface. So I am there. Yeah, it's totally working. Let's throttle down. So this is the problem being at like 90 degrees north, is you don't know where the surface is. Does anyone know how far north I can go before I end up having to worry about hitting... I don't know, basically while I'm still in the thing. I need to do this. Trying to keep it low. You can't tell how low I am. It's so unfair. There we go. Must be close. So it says my altitude of terrain is up here. So it says 18, 15, 14, 13. There we go. Yeah, so my altitude is like... oh, it was 10 meters though. Actually, it flips over and it starts measuring in centimeters, which is kind of cool. But I need to get closer. 13, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Yes, look at that. Unfortunately, no shadow. This groundhog does not see its shadow. Okay, well, let's put myself a little further south. Where's the thing? Latitude 75. And save that. Then reload that. And I can't actually see Twitch chat. This is a job for Atmosphere Autopilot. Bingo, roll, whatever. Where am I? Man, I'm pretty close to, like, you know, high noon here. Let's... Oh, I don't want a time warp. I want to do a regular warp. I want to put on the brakes. Okay, I'm going to wait for the sun to get as high as possible. There's the moon. Yeah, that's about... Yeah, that's the direction the sun will be when it is highest in the sky. And for some reason, there is no shadow. That's a bit of a jip. The snow is unnaturally snowy. Okay, important question. Does anyone know the coordinates of this here? There's a river somewhere, right? Yeah, this river here. Let's just try and get us to the river because I want to fly down canyons. Flying this thing down canyons is the nearest I can get to being properly Star Wars. So we're north of here. So I reckon 60 degrees on my longitude. So let's actually minus, yeah, let's add 60 degrees to that. So let's make it 130, 134, and let's make this 45. Save this and load this. See what happens. See what magic befalls us. Could I try to turn down ambient... Oh, maybe that's what it is. Maybe ambient light boost is a problem. Option... settings. That might be... Ambient light boost is 42%. Okay. I guess I could turn that off. Because people always complain that it's too dark. Okay. Resume flight. Let's see how close I am to the thing. Oh, pretty close. I guess I could just go... How do if I zoom out, how far do I have to fly? Oh, it's right there. Like it's super close by. Let's just fly this thing and get into the canyon. We can always go back to the north. Do you boost the ambient light for a previous darks? Yes, I almost certainly did. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna try and keep it below the treetops for stealth reasons. And because it feels good trying to fly these things low. Yeah, we're gonna fly down Kerbal's Canyon. But just like Kerbal Canyon, back home. Gotta shoot some some comprats, yeah, that's right. Shoot some compromats. No, never mind. You don't know what that is. Ooh, ho, ho, ho. This is pretty sweet. I guess my altitude is less than 100 feet most of the time. I think I'll reduce it to like 50% thrust because that's going to take too long. Or rather, it'll run out of fuel too quickly. And also it's just too fast because drag just really kicks in. This is like the Star Wars version of a cable car. It gets its power from the little ladder on the surface. No, I'm not sure what that was supposed to do other than make an awesome trail of red. Like the guy, you know, it's hard to fly them until you put them down, and then it's suddenly, you know, badass and awesome. So it was primarily there because some scene designer, some storyboard person thought, you know what, this is going to look awesome. And I totally understand. That is completely a valid reason to make up some technology. Okay, we're going in full throttle. There we go. Now I should actually go in full throttle. See if I can keep it in the canyon. Now this one, if I touch the ground, I will sink. It'll just like stop me instantly. Just like Beggar's Canyon back home. Man, the original Star Wars, so good. But I'm gonna say, definitely, I think Last Jedi is probably the best Star Wars since Empire Strikes Back. So it's definitely like 3rd place out of 8, which puts it in the top 50%. And it is kind of interesting to, you know, that they kill off certain characters. It's pretty cool like that. Doesn't pull its punches, and there's at least one awesome fake out moment which you know, made me supremely happy. And there's a lot of jokes. There's a lot of corny jokes, just like the rest of Star Wars, so totally makes sense. Oh. There we go. Yeah, look, see? We get guns on one side and command pod on the other. But we don't actually have any guns on this thing because I haven't installed BD Armory. Whoa. Now we need some narrower canyons, don't we? Has anybody done any planet packs which include some awesome canyons for near the start launch site? Because that would be actually, I would love that if there were, you know, nice planets that had been made. Doesn't matter if the size was smaller, like, because I know the resolution of the surface depends upon the textures you feed into it. So, like, somebody, it'd be, I don't know, it would be kind of cool if somebody could make some super fast canyon runs using Copernicus. Super fast, super narrow. That's right, like just like the canyon in Independence Day. Welcome to Earth! Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna do... Hold on. I think it's important now that we turn these things off. Because if I crash, I want an actual explosion. Because I turned those off previously, obviously, because I was having trouble not exploding when I spawned. But now we can totally just, you know, embrace the death that will befall us when we touch the surface. Oh man. Yeah, it's technically a ski, but I'm not sure how you could make a ski work that this thing hangs down. Uh-oh, we're running out of canyon here by the looks of things. And I'm like also getting very high up. They're gonna see me, so I gotta stay low down. They arose out of the mad genius of a bunch of drunk Kerbals. Yes, that's pretty much it. Looks like there's a sandbar in the river. There must be some issue with their flow. Oh, what is that? I actually wonder, like, if this thing will tear apart if I turn it too hard. Because now I'm picking up some real speed here. And, like, the aerodynamics... Previously I had infinitely strong joints, so I'm wondering if I do a hard turn whether this thing will break. I think I want to do a hard turn and see if this thing will break. Ready? Oh, totally lost something there. We're still stable. Okay, gotta pull out of this. Okay. That was kind of not that deliberate, but not totally accidental. Okay, so I know I turned off the no crash damage, so let's go back to the North Pole, see if we can make this look the part again, right? So 75 north, save, F9, close, F9. And then I think, you know, we're going to end the stream early. This is going to be a short stream because I just thought it would be fun to try flying these things. Okay, apparently I came a little... God, it's almost within viewing range. I can see the snow, so let's fly over it. Again, these fins point straight down because they lift me off the surface. Whoa. Yes! That is, that's fins flying, obviously. Let's try that one more time. Make it so it poops out little fuel tanks that explode behind it. That is actually an interesting idea. I wonder if there's a way to make it pour out like smoke. Okay, what was that exploded? Oh, I lost my tail. That's what I did. I lost both the tail parts. Let's bring in the landing gear. I'm sure I'll be fine. Yeah, look, we're getting... Have we got a shadow? No, we don't. I don't see any shadows still. Where's the sun? The sun's there. There's my shadow. Let's see if it appears over the snow this time. There. Okay, we get a shadow now. So we can. I can actually try flying close to things. Let's get over the other side, though. It's kind of cool. It's one of my favorite things is following my shadow. You know, for all the instrumentation that's available, the shadow is my favorite reference point. Okay, maybe if I get over these mountains, we can finally see some flatlands. Yeah, the turns, I thought the turn might break it up, but I guess it's sufficiently strong that I don't have to worry about it. How far do we have to go? Oh yeah, we get tons here. You know what? I've flown there. I'm gonna change my longitude again. Longitude back to 74. Save this and just load again. So we're on the flat part of the mountains, flat part of the thing. My stuff is sufficiently strutted, yes. Look, we have a shadow. Now I can pretend that I'm doing things right. Let's just actually go parallel to the... I'm gonna go to like 50% thrust. There we go. So now I gotta just like keep it low on the surface, right? I'm gonna go full on ski speeder. It's gonna go lower. That's it. There, look, like the ski thing is just about touching the ground here. See that? Now what I should actually do is try to replace that with a landing leg. Is there a way to make the landing legs frictionless? Because that would be kind of the way to go, obviously. There. Touching, touching, touching. Making these big trails of red. You just got to imagine awesome trails of red dust coming out the back of this. Otherwise, you're not really getting the full effect. Okay, yeah, let's... Yeah, we could totally do a loop, a roll to the surface. Let's try landing it now. Uh-oh. 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 I said, let's try landing it. Yeah, totally landed it just fine. Good to know. And we can do like power slides at the North Pole. That's pretty sweet. Steal the... Yeah, that's great. I should steal the model file from a physicsless object, but I think at this point I'm going to have to recover this, and we'll maybe try adding a thing to see what happens, right? What's the red dust doing under the snow? I can't tell you that, Corey Gaming. You have to watch the movie for yourself. Yeah, as Morpheus said, no one can explain the red dust to someone. You just have to see it for yourself. I'm pretty sure that's what Morpheus said, right? What are my favorite YouTube channels? Cody's Lab, I think, and Nerd Cubed are the two that I actually care most about. Oh, and then number file, obviously. I like Cody's lab because... Okay, well, first of all, he watches me, but I really like Cody's lab because he does these really cool science things, and then doesn't seem to care. He doesn't care about like production quality or anything. He's just putting stuff up, right? And it's awesome. I love the stuff. We've actually just been talking with him about a project, asking his opinion on some stuff, and we will see what happens. Okay, so I'm gonna try flying the tail dragger, or this dragger, on the runway just to see. Yeah. No one can truly explain what the red dust is. One has to see it for yourself. Okay, we got this. Slow down to 1/3 thrust. And then... Now this one is where I need to extend. And I'm going to drop this gear. Retract. Oh, you know what? I could turn the lights on here, actually. That might work. So now I'm going to try turning around. Oh, of course, losing tons of speed in the process. Uh-oh. Okay. I should have probably done that using higher velocity. Well, okay. Revert flight to launch. Revert flight to launch. Okay. Let's get this running again. Maybe more rockets? No, we got plenty of rockets, actually. This thing is working fine. Okay. So there we go. Gear. Oh. Oh crap. Oh crap. Crap, crap, crap. Throttle. And then extend. Because I want this thing to touch down. Okay. Need to turn around again. I'm trying to remember what that debris is from. Okay, yes, here's the thing. When you turn this too hard, it just... When you turn it, it just wants to turn. And so you lose a lot of velocity very, very quickly. Hello from Italy! Hello to people in Italy, because I love Italy. Lots of stuff to recommend about Italy. Okay. Okay, definitely gotta get it leveled out. Okay, where's my shadow? There's my shadow. So let's see if I can make this thing touch the ground and still skim along the ground, right? This is what I want to do. Come on, I'm running out of space. Oh, okay. Well, that's what happens. There we go. Oh, you guys are still here. You know what? You know what this is from, actually? This is, when I did the check your staging video, that's what I did here. Revert flight to... So, obviously, I have to now turn on unbreakable, no crash damage again. But I'm wondering, can I change the friction on this? I just realized, wheel stress. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, no, that's not it. Okay, let's go through thrust. That was orange flame, not quite red dust, but close. I wonder if I bring the landing gear up now, whether that works. Okay, and now extend this. Oh. What the heck is this doing? Isn't that supposed to be unbreakable joints? Apparently the joint has broken despite unbreakable joints being set. And also, despite no crash damage, I still managed to destroy something. Well, Almost one more go, and then I'm editing this down and posting it on the internet. So get your last suggestions in. And I will be back tomorrow because there are more spaceships to do. Like, I think we could probably build the resistance bombers and actually bomb things with it. Okay, let's get this up to speed again. Do an aileron roll. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. I love ailerons because that's how I roll. Okay. Oh, even my wife laughs at that. She knows what ailerons are. That was an ironic laugh. You were laughing at my bad pilots joke. Yes. Ever heard the expressions that you know, my elevators are okay. I may have 99 problems, but my pitch ain't one. Oh, look, I touched it onto the ground. Okay, and now it didn't work. Okay, well, we just I think that's as far as we need to go. How about a ring toss challenge? Getting a hoop over the tower. That is an excellent idea, Positronic. I will have to do that tomorrow. Positronic Villas has a stupid idea that I will actually have to attempt tomorrow. So thank you, but I'm just going to F5 this. You know what, actually, revert fly. I've just got an idea. I just got an idea. I know I've got a terrible. I'm supposed to be doing things. I'm like, this is really going to be the end. Really, really going to be the end. Let's try the large landing gear. We've got to put 2 of those on, obviously. You know what? Let's try extra large landing gear. Okay. That may not be what we want to do, but at this point it doesn't matter too much. Although, actually, I should push this forwards. Okay, this is not strictly correct, but it should enable me to actually have a tail thing, because I can't deploy it, right? But I could deploy, like an I-beam or something. Wait, I wanted to take that off. Why didn't it go away? Thank you. Okay. And tool move. Oh, no, not move, rotate. Rotate this to the neutral position. And then I can just attach a ski thing to that and then rotate it. Let's see how that works. It probably won't work at all, but I'm going to see how that works. Oh, did not mean to do that. Gonna move that. And that. That's totally gonna work. Is infernal robotics working? That depends on how you define working. Okay, we're launching. Glide to a landing on a floating point from a pad from... Has anyone built an AT-AT in KSP? Yes. Did you know I posted a video a long time ago of an AT-AT in KSP? So actually, look, we're skating along on this thing already, right? We don't even need the tail wheels. I like it. And now I should be able to toggle gear. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna actually have to come around for another pass. Then try skating with this. Yeah, you take a look at one of my old videos. Is called Ships from a Galaxy, far, far away, and it's all Star Wars spaceships and Kerbal Space Program. And I will point out, I didn't build any of those. It was somebody else, and I just featured them. And, you know, a lot of those models don't actually work anymore because they were very, very old. Like, it predates the cupola module, the one that lets you see the high visibility module. Where is my shadow? There's my shadow there. Let's try skimming with this thing. Okay, yeah, into the ground. Landing gear. Lift my nose up again. Oh, yep, that just really works well, doesn't it? Okay, Roy, you're in a desert. You see a turtle. You flip it over. But you're not helping it. It's trying to turn itself over, but you're not helping it. Why are you not helping it, Roy? Okay. Well, the landing I can walk away from because I cheated. Not exactly skimming, I think is the correct answer. So yeah, I think one last try. Revert to launch. We'll do this. We're going to move it to the North Pole. That's all we're going to do. Wouldn't it be more efficient? Yes, it might be more efficient to attach it to the tail, but we have to do what it is in the movie, right? We can't just do things willy-nilly. No, we have to match George, well, not George, but you know, Rian Wilson's vision for Star Wars. So yes, we could just put stuff anywhere, but that would be cheating. That would not be respecting the artistic vision. Hopefully I can turn this a bit. So I'm going to throttle down a bit. Not brakes there I was touching. Okay, now let's try this again. See if I can just make it touch the ground and not too fast. We're still gaining altitude here. We're not wanting to gain altitude, we want to get low. Oh yeah, let's get down here. Okay. Here we go. Yep. Yep, no way out of that. Like, it torques the thing forwards, right? That's just what happens. See? Movies, sci-fi, stuff. I'm going to say goodnight, farewell, thank you very much. And yes, I hope I haven't spoiled anything major, because, yes, you guys will probably all enjoy watching the movie. I'm Scott Manley, and you have been a great audience. Thanks very much. Fly safe.